This is the NFL on EA Sports as we join you from the so-called Space City, Houston, Texas. Today, Week 12 of the NFL season is upon us, and we've got a good one in store, as it'll be the Jacksonville Jaguars taking on the Houston Texans. And we are underway from Houston. From the end zone comes Chris Claybrooks to return. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18. They'll start on the ground. ETN. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of a yard on the game's first play. Second down.
I thought he did a nice job there setting an edge and make sure nothing could get to the outside. But he decided that wasn't enough for him. Worked his way back inside and made the tackle on the ball carrier.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
My first thought is surprise because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
Little trouble thus far on their opening drive as they come up on a 3rd and 11.
Here we go.
Looking to throw, Lawrence. Pass to the sideline and pulled in. And the 35 before going out of bounds.
A gain of 19 yards. And the Jaguar first down.
So not successful there on the challenge, and he'll have to be careful from here on out because he'll only have one challenge remaining. On 1st and 10, it's ETN. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down. You look at the defense for these Texans. And they're a unit that struggled some against the run, no doubt, coming in 25th out of 32 teams.
And this group talks all the time about wanting to be better, getting stronger against the run. And to me, it all starts up front. You've got to win the line of scrimmage in order to play against the run very well.
Second and 6. And he'll pick up about 3 there, up to the 43. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Here's 3rd and 3. Lawrence. A hit as he throws there, incomplete. Not the opening possession they were looking for, especially on the road.
No doubt about it, because they wanted to come out and establish a little momentum right away. But now bringing up a 4th down, an empty possession, not what they were seeking.
Cook now on to punt as he gets this one away. Hardman on the return. They'll call it a punt of 44 yards. The return was for 7. And the Texans will take over with a 1st and 10. Here's Stroud. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. These two teams, you might recall, met up back in September in Week 3, and it was the visiting Texans who came away with a victory, so they'll look to take the season series if they can win here in Houston.
Got it. Ready?
2nd and 10. First run of the game here for Dameon Pierce. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5. Well, this defense for the Jaguars, they were terrific in the win over Tennessee a week ago.
And one of the key numbers that I look at after every game, total yards allowed. They held them under 200 yards of total offense. Just couldn't sustain much of anything against them. Great job showing them different looks and then attacking.
Hey, smash Bronco!
Play action. Here's Stroud. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have a Texans first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. The Texans at 4-6 now on the year. And they come into this one knowing it's been a while since they've had a W. They have dropped 4 in a row.
Let me tell you, when you go a month partner in this league without a victory, it gets tough to come to work every day. And in addition, you start to wonder about your job security as well.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. Mecole Hardman, the intended target, and that'll bring up 2nd down. You look at this Jaguar defense, and they've been excellent against the pass, the number 6 unit in the NFL.
Yeah, defending the pass hasn't been an issue for them. It's been stopping the run. And if they don't stop the run, they can't get back to their strength, which is guarding against the air attack.
Come on.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Throwing now is Stroud. That's underneath to Pierce. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That good for 21 yards on the catch and run.
Well, they'll use him a lot out of the backfield. He had 5 catches a week ago, and he makes another catch here for good yardage.
So in Jacksonville territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. Here goes Stroud again. For Keenan Allen, that's complete. Only able to gain a couple there, and that's going to bring up 2nd down. And forget about the run to set up the pass. They're just coming out throwing.
Forget trying to set anything up. They feel like they have the advantage. They feel like they have the matchups, and they're just attacking right now.
Yep, going to the air on the opening drive. Ball on the 47-yard line. Here's a 2nd and 8. Now Stroud. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
Well, it certainly appears that they're going to try and keep getting him the football. That's the 3rd time they've looked in his direction. Unfortunately, haven't completed one yet, but I'm not sure they're going to shy away from it. They feel like they've got something there, and they want to capitalize on it.
I think you're right. We're only in the 1st quarter, so a lot of opportunities ahead. And they'll need the 39 here for a first. This is 3rd down. Stroud looking to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free. And it brings up 4th down.
Not a great start dropping his first target, but let's face it, it won't be his last chance because he'll get opportunities to make up for that one throughout this game.
Now on 4th down, it's Cameron Johnston on to punt it away. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. Calls for the fair catch, makes the fair catch just inside the 15-yard line. Only 29 yards on the punt there, definitely not his best. And it'll be Jaguar football as they take over deep in their own territory. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. The crowd may be losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see some...
There he goes, right side. And they finally get him, but not before he reaches the 33-yard line. 56 yards rushing for him as he's got the afternoon off to a great start. So how about this for a change in field position? From inside the 10, here's first down on the other side of the field. Now a handoff to Bigsby. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning it in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
And they'll work from the 29 on 2nd and 6.
Let's go, let's go.
They go play action with Lawrence. On the move to his left. Man open, here is Jones. And out of bounds all the way down at the 3. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
Boy, how about the speed with which this offense can get down the field. It's taken them no time at all to get down here. And now they're set up for the 1st and goal.
Etienne will get down close to the goal line, but not in, as he'll be marked down at the 1.
It is definitely hard to find space near the goal line. You always want to have a guy in the game running it who can create his own.
Second and goal from the 1. One more time with Etienne. And this time he is in. Travis Etienne, his 5th rushing touchdown now on the year. And the Jaguars are on the board first here this afternoon. So, CD, there didn't seem to be much resistance there down near the goal line.
Yeah, partner, from what I saw there, not a real good job of matching up.
And now it's blocked. A great return there of 22 yards. And the Jaguars go on offense, 1st down and 10. So after the block PAT, they're ready to kick this one off. Hardman going to bring it out of the end zone. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20.
Texans take over 1st and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. Defense got the better of them last series, forcing a punt. See if they make a few changes in the game plan here and try to get points out of this drive. 1st and 10. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. That one good for 20 on the catch and run.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space. And it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
Play action. Stroud now. Finds the open man. It's Mike Williams. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. It's another 1st down on what will be a gain of 21 yards.
But I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people. But you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
1st and 10, it's Stroud. And the Jags get to him as down he goes. Multiple players combined for their team's 1st sack of the game.
They just gave up a sack there, and if I'm not mistaken, they gave up 4 last week, didn't they?
Yes, and just looking really porous, aren't they?
They really are, and I'm wondering if they're going to have to start thinking about keeping the tight end in, maybe a back, someone to help assist, because right now, the quarterback's been getting hit a lot in the last couple of games.
Ready for the 2nd quarter from Houston, it's the Texans in possession of the football, as they've got it facing a 2nd and long situation. As Stroud now to throw. Oh, he had a man open. He overshot him. It's incomplete.
My, if maybe that ball is 2 yards shorter, it's going to give them the lead because he had a receiver running free there. That's a tough one to miss on.
Ready, ready.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Back to throw. Here's Stroud. Try to get it to Williams, but it's intercepted. Rayshawn Jenkins picks it off, and he's just across midfield and down at the 49-yard line.
Well, it's not the first time we've seen him give one up here during his rookie season, and in this case, zone coverage forced the mistake. He's made some strides week to week in how he's handling the different type of coverages that he's seeing, but clearly there's some growing still to do.
Hey, go!
A give to Etienne running right. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 71 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here this first half. We've seen him break off a big run already in this game, and for a second, that one looked like it might be another.
Yeah, I think that any defense would say, look, we can't let him get to the second level because sometimes he'll break off the big run on his own, but oftentimes you get additional blocking at the second.
Just a crazy throw there that's intercepted. Derek Stingley picks it, and the Texans are going to take possession here at their own 16-yard line. I know it appeared he was saying, hey, give me the football, I'm open, but I don't know if that's a pass that he should have thrown there.
Well, I don't think we've ever met a wide receiver that doesn't think he is open or is about to be open.
True.
So when you throw your hand up in the air and tell your quarterback, hey, I'm available, he's trusting that you are. In this case, he was not, and it turned into disaster for them.
They run on first down as they get about 3. 2nd and 7 forthcoming.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
Ready?
2nd and 7. Operating from the gun. Stroud completes it to Hardman. His first catch, good for 8 and a first down.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down. Executed it to perfection. Now they'll throw it with Stroud here, 1st and 10. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
I tell you, Brandon, this defense is playing with some confidence. Haven't allowed a point yet. Flying to the football. I'm telling you, it's almost 11 to the ball on every snap. Another nice job there to force an incompletion.
2nd and 10 now from the 27. Running it out of the gun with Pierce. And room to run as he's out past the 35-yard line. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
That was a good run, probably right on the edge of breaking into something really big. So the defensive guys right now are talking about, okay, what can we do to slow him down before he truly gets started?
3rd and 1, Stroud. And that is incomplete.
Certainly looked like someone was very confident in his ability to fit that one in. I would say he was overconfident because there wasn't a whole lot of separation there. Had that one covered pretty well downfield and knocked it away.
On is the punter, Johnston, now as he sends this one away. And this one goes angling out of bounds, and it will be spotted inside the 30-yard line.
Let's go.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive, in particular if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ballgame.
Yeah, some guys, you know they're going to want to try and get a big play right away and take control back. Others, they're going to want to look to hit a couple shorter passes and get a little momentum back that way.
But for the defense, that goal's not changing a bit. They want another pick.
You're exactly right about that. In fact, you've got to watch them a little bit because in coverage, they may cut down their gaps a little bit, maybe their splits a little bit in order to try to get to the ball even faster.
Denzel Perryman with a sack.
Partner, the Mike linebacker, the middle linebacker has so many different responsibilities. How excited do you think he was to get home with that blitz?
Yeah, he wants a sack. He got it. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Looking downfield for Jones. He's got it at the 15. Touchdown, Jaguars. Zay Jones, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And they are able to add on to their advantage. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You've got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions and I'd hear 9 from the receivers, that meant fly route, go. Uh-oh, look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
Lawrence and the Jags offense staying out there. They'll go for 2 here. They're going to keep it on the ground. And he is into the end zone to bump the lead up 2 more. Well, remember back to that first touchdown, Charles, the point after was blocked. So they decided to go for 2 to make it 14-0, but why not just 13-0?
Yeah, I feel like there's a shift in thinking that we're seeing in front of us now in football. Some of it's analytics, some of it's just different thinking by head coaches. They wanted to get back to level, decided to take a calculated gamble, and felt like they had a good play call for a 2-point try.
Hardman going to bring it out of the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
First and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
Ready, break.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer. And make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Yeah, still second quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay.
19 Tiger, 19 Tiger. Ready.
On 2nd down, here's Pierce. And he'll manage only a couple here up to the 25.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Forcing completion on 1st down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on 2nd.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
Ready.
Stroud on 3rd down now. And this pass broken up. The contact well timed there. And now 4th down.
That's an excellent job right there on 3rd down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a 1st down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's 4th down.
We'll call that a punt of 38 yards officially, and out will come the offense as they take over. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. It's been a good first half so far. They're up 14-0. Points here, that could really put them in command before intermission.
Yeah, and it's all well and good what they're seeing and how they're feeling right now. But it's the NFL. How many times have we watched 14-0 leads evaporate and quickly? So how have we seen them combat it? Continue to run your offense, but don't back off at all. Don't start looking at the clock. Don't start thinking about, hey, just take care of the football. Keep attacking. Usually the best way to maintain control.
Incomplete, but a penalty flag is down in the backfield. Let's get the call. That hold coming from the left side of the line.
Hands got caught in the cookie jar on that one, and the flag came out. Penalty against him.
So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20. From the shotgun, Lawrence. This one complete to Christian Kirk. Without the previous penalty, that would have been a 1st down. Instead, it's just a gain of 10.
Even against double coverage, he found enough of an opening for a noticeable gain. 2 guys on him, yet he finds a way to uncover downfield for the completion.
2 minutes to play, first half. It's 14-0. Here's 2nd and 10. Now Lawrence. They'll try and set up the screen to ETN. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
Good reactions there defensively. That screen was a little slow in developing, and they shut that one down with little gain.
If they want a first, they need to get the football to the 32 here on 3rd down. Now Lawrence. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he's going to be taken down with another 1st down as the stop's made at the Texans' 21. That good for 19 yards as they pick up the conversion on 3rd. Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half. ETN up the middle. A 14-yard gain there as they look to improve this 14-point lead. A lot to praise on this drive, obviously. I know you're seeing what I'm seeing. Those guys up front, they're getting it done.
Doesn't matter what play is called. They are handling their business at the line of scrimmage and dominating right now on this drive.
Here's 1st and goal, and gosh, points here. A chance maybe to put this thing away before halftime. Got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Jaguars. Christian Kirk laying himself out in the end zone. And the Jags will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. Well, I don't think that we're ready yet to say the route is on, but they have certainly looked near flawless here in this first half, and now an extra point away from making it 21-0.
Yeah, and your experience led you to say that because we have both seen those 21-0 leads come and go in this league. But this one feels pretty darn secure. And here's the other part. Even when people chip away at it, it forces you into being almost perfect on the other side, doesn't it, in order to try and mount a comeback.
Logan Cook to kick off for the Jaguars.
After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. Hardman going to bring it out of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
Here we go.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And with a 3-score deficit staring them in the face, they might have to press the issue here and try to get points out of this drive. Gets the dump off to Pierce. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. The end result, 21 yards.
Now that's the kind of big play you'd like to see. This first half, it hasn't gone their way, and they could use a shot in the arm, something to perk them up a bit. And they get one here in the passing game.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Stroud to throw it. He's airing it out for Williams. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
A very limited time left to get into field goal range before the half, and they tried to get it all on one throw right there.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Stroud. Oh, everything falling apart now. Another one intercepted. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
I believe this is what you would call growing pains here, partner, because this defense obviously took the challenge facing the rookie, and they wanted to help indoctrinate him to the NFL. So now the big question is, can he answer that challenge and rebound with plenty of time remaining in this game?
They try to run on first down, but this defense says no dice. They stop him a couple yards behind the line of scrimmage. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. The Texans down on the scoreboard, but they do get the first crack here as we are back underway in the second half. Hardman going to bring it out of the end zone. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had... Down to a knee at the 25.
Ready,
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And you have to think, Charles, down 3 scores already. They need to play an almost perfect second half to have a solid chance.
And that absolutely starts with finding some way to put together a touchdown drive here. They need to be smart, fast, efficient, get the ball to the end zone, and do it again multiple times in order to have a chance to win this game.
They work now on 2nd and 9. Here's Stroud. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Maybe a little frustration starting to creep in. The offensive line hasn't done a great job of protecting him in this game, and there he was, hit again as he threw it.
Yeah, another time on his backside, probably starting to get a little frustrated.
Got to keep his composure. Can't let the defense know that they're getting to him.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
60 Maverick, 60 Maverick.
Looking to throw. Stroud taking a deep shot here for Hardman. They intercept Stroud again, the 3rd time in this game. Rayshawn Jenkins picks it off, and the Jags will take over here at their own 14-yard line.
Well, I think everyone who's watching was certainly hoping to see things get a little bit better for them in this half, weren't we? But it was a downright miserable first half. This carried over with an interception to begin the second half. That's a defeated offense right there, and there's still a lot of game left. I don't think that's the last turnover we're going to see today, partner.
Now ETN to start the drive. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. No gain on the play there, 2nd down. He's having a big game running the football, but that one will hurt the yards per carry a little bit.
Yeah, but the average he's got so far, that's the type of average he wants to take with him to contract negotiations, doesn't he?
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Lawrence. Over the middle, he's got his tight end Ingram. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. The extra effort after the catch makes it good for a gain of 26 and also a 1st down.
This is just more of the same. This defense has had no answer on a lot of these throws. They've let these receivers run wild. And here's another completion for good yardage.
On red.
Straight ahead, ETN. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Well, that was one of the few times they've been able to contain him thus far. He's over 100 yards for the game, but he lost a bit off his total on that carry.
So the first down run lost a couple. Now they come up 2nd and 12. Here's a give to Bigsby.
And this one also slow in developing as he's maybe getting back here to the line of scrimmage, but not much more than that. Maybe a gain of a yard that time, but yeah, from the spot, actually no gain. So 3rd and long.
They need 12 here. It's 3rd down. Here's Lawrence to throw. The throw here right sideline falls incomplete.
1 first down here, and that's all, folks. Good work by this defense to hold things in check and force a punting situation.
Here's Logan Cook now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. First kick 47. This one looks good as well. This is taken at the 10. And 9 yards there on the return following a punt of 47. And the Texans will take over.
At their own 19-yard line.
Here we go.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
Throwing now is Stroud. And his throw here is going to be incomplete.
Just what they need, a lecture from me, but subpar offense is what helped get them into this spot. And now they're continuing the trend with incompletions. That won't get them out of it if they don't change something soon.
Let's go
This
now.
offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Stroud out of the gun here. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have a Texans first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And that's well executed there on 3rd down, and I love the confidence that they had to let their tight end try and find some space in the middle of the field, right in their quarterback's line of vision. And QBs love to make that easy throw, and they hooked up there for a first down.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. And he's able to take this one back to the 36-yard line. Boy, Charles, you hate to see this for a rookie quarterback. You're hoping it doesn't shake his confidence, but that confidence, it might be shaken because that is 4 interceptions for him now in this ballgame.
It has to be shaken. Wouldn't be human if you weren't. Doesn't matter whether you're a rookie or a veteran. 4 interceptions, you're not sure what you're doing out there. So to me as a coaching staff, I would think very hard about getting him out and trying it again another day.
And he tried to bounce it outside, but they'll stop him behind the line. Carlos Dunlap, the one who got in there to make the stop behind the line.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage.
Here we go.
On 2nd down, ETN once more. And he'll take this one down to the 36. After getting stuffed on 1st down, not much better there. 2-yard gain. Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
On 3rd down, Lawrence able to find the open man. That's complete. Touchdown, Jaguars. Christian Kirk, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Jaguars take the forced turnover on defense and convert it into 6 points. So they're able to capitalize there on the short field, and that might prove to be the score that turns out the lights.
The party's over. Oh, sorry about that. That's an old reference there, folks. But, yeah, they've been the better of the two teams by far, and that's great complimentary football right there. Defense gets the turnover, sets up the short field, and the offense goes right out and scores to open up a pretty sizable lead.
After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. Hardman going to bring it out of the end zone. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18.
At their own 18-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD, and if they cannot score here. And now off to the races down the right side. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. 44 yards rushing for him now on just 6 carries to this point. They had a chance to limit his yardage, but he was able to fight off that tackle.
So it's not just the responsibility of the guys who missed the tackles along the way. It's all 11 on defense, able to stop this guy, unable to do it on that play. They've got to find a way.
Well, they get to Stroud, nowhere to go, and he goes down. Brought to the ground by the linebacker, Foye Oluokun.
I don't care if you're taking it in round 1, you're undrafted, whatever. As a rookie quarterback in this league, you're going to have games where you face adversity like this.
Lessons. All the time you're going to face these lessons. The key for this guy is, will he be able to bounce back in the next one? Because right now, this has not been his game.
And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. So apparently some grabbing there in the middle of the O-line.
I've often wondered why that doesn't happen more often for guys that play center. Having to snap the ball and then trying to get your hands into the proper position, that's difficult to do. He got caught that time.
Okay,
now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty.
Now Stroud.
He finds his target. It's Schultz. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for 3rd down.
I know sometimes we can get fooled when we watch him make catches, as we just saw him do there, because he really looks like a wide receiver the way he goes about his business.
Yeah, 230, 240 range.
Yeah, not super huge. Maybe not counted on to be that inline point-of-attack blocker that we used to have in the good old days, but you can flex him out. You can run wide receiver routes with him. You can make him a primary target, and that's how he'll shred a defense.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete.
Another throw there off the mark, and obviously he's battled all of the interceptions. Things just haven't been true to form for him. I don't know. What do you think's going on out there, CD?
That's a great question, and my suspicion is he's been coached really well to not show that he's having a problem. You know, they always tell you no matter what, you keep throwing the football with confidence. Well, we're not seeing a confident thrower right now. He's off balance. The passing game's off balance.
Stroud is hit, and the ball is loose. But it looks like one of the DBs has it.
And they'll take over inside the 45 at the 44-yard line. And the aggressive play call simply does not work out. You're on your own side of the field here. Punt it, right?
Yeah, I would agree with that. There's a time for analytics and a time for being aggressive, but not with this field position. There's also a time for good old football 101 sense.
Yeah.
Punt it away. Let your defense take over with better field position.
3 quarters have come and gone. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports.
Ball on the 39. Here's a 2nd and 5. And Bigsby once more.
And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down. Hate to be blunt, but it is just continuing to prove to be the case that this O-line is manhandling this D-line right now.
They deserve to roll up their sleeves and show up their biceps because they're doing exactly what you just described. Manhandling the defensive front. They've got the leverage. They are powering through, and they're controlling this game.
Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Sometimes I forget how much information he has to go through before the ball's even snapped. But what a diagnosis right there. Saw the play, shot through the gap like a rocket, and ends up spilling it for a loss.
So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11.
Here's Bigsby.
Down to the 30 after a gain of 3.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
They got to get to the 23 here on 3rd. Johnson running right. And it's a fumble.
Oh, and one of the linemen on the other side has got it.
And his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line. He was trying to do anything he could to get that final little bit for the first down. Instead, he lost the ball.
Yeah, and he was short of the first down, but not by much. Trying his best, as you noted, to get there. Sometimes that extra effort can cost you.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10.
Stroud looking to throw. Swings this one out wide for Pierce.
And to the 36-yard line, taken down there after getting 8 yards.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Stroud now on 3rd and 2.
Jaguar pressure and a Jaguar sack.
Devon Hamilton
Drops him for a loss of 12, and it also brings up 4th down. And you hate to say it with a rookie quarterback. He's done some good things, but overall, looked a little bit overwhelmed back there, hasn't he?
He certainly has. But in his defense, he hadn't had a lot of time to throw the football. You like the way I said that? In his defense?
In his defense. I got it.
You see what I did there?
Yeah, he needs better protection, that's for sure. He's going to look for Allen now on the deep ball. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. So they've gone for it twice now on 4th down in this game, and both times unsuccessful.
I wish we could hear the headsets now between the head coach and the offensive coordinator. Now that they're 0 for 2, if they get into a third situation, head coach might say, hey, you got anything for this one? Might get radio silence back.
Alexander Johnson finding his way behind the line and quickly to the football.
Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the 4th quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're just trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
Just a loss of a yard there, but it's not going to help. Now they face a 3rd and 14.
Going to need a crafty play call here. 14 yards is what they need to try to convert this thing.
This is Jones.
And he's going to be marked down short of the 1st down, right around the 17.
They'll get 11, but it'll still lead to a 4th down.
And while we're seeing more and more of these plays come from the college game into the NFL, and that one, it was run with great success, how about the evolution of the offensive linemen? We're seeing less and less big guys who can't move and more guys who are a lot more mobile and can get out in front of that type of a play.
So Lawrence will exit, and on comes Brandon McManus for the Jaguar field goal.
From the left hash, this from 34. The kick by McManus is good.
So the starting field position was terrific following the surprising turnover on downs, but the end result, only 3 points.
Simply stated, I think you have to look at that as a missed opportunity.
Hardman going to bring it out of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
At their own 19-yard line.
Ready?
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. It's now appearing that this losing streak is going to continue. You know, the coaching staff was confident that this was going to be the game to stem the tide, but that just has not been the case.
They're going to hurry back to the line now.
First and 10 at the 33-yard line.
Stroud now on 1st and 10.
Taking a deep shot here for Hardman. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
We've seen that the deep ball's been a part of their game plan all afternoon, but they've had trouble hooking up on it, unable to successfully find the end zone over the top.
All right, fellas. One more time. Maintain that mental toughness. Let's go. Here we go. Shot.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Back to throw. Here's Stroud.
Over the middle, and it's caught. Keenan Allen.
They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
That's a gain of 7. Brings up 3rd and 3.
Ready?
And Stroud now to throw. He's got his target. That's complete. And he is going to have a Texans first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Now they'll throw it with Stroud here, 1st and 10. Open man downfield is Hardman. He's got it.
And somewhat of a measure of revenge as he's in for the touchdown, but they still trail big time.
He'll take it, but he won't be able to smile about it.
And now they'll empty the backfield here as they elect to go for 2.
Cowboy 80. Ready, ready?
Stroud's going to try to throw for the conversion.
And it'll be intercepted.
It's interesting that when it comes to two-point conversions, even heavy run teams tend to throw the ball in these situations. In this case, this one was intercepted.
Yeah, they weren't fooled. They were ready for the pass, picked it off. So still lots of work left to do, but here comes the onside kick. And the Jaguars are going to cover this one up. The 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. They stay on the ground. This time it's Johnson. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5. Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
And they'll run here with Carter.
And he'll be stopped well short. Only 2 yards there. 4th and 3. The Texans going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
The kick by McManus is good, and that will extend their lead even further. Well, ultimately not really sure that they're going to need those 3 points, but they'll take the 3 and they pad that lead.
Yeah, this one's already wrapped up, but you and I both know if you're an offensive coordinator, you never let up on the gas unless the head coach tells you to do so. And maybe you've actually clicked him off in your headset so you can keep calling plays and trying to add to this lead.
And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much as he's marked down officially at the 21.
Got it. Ready?
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive.
Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. Back to throw. Stroud.
He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete.
Well, he certainly thought he had a window to push that ball downfield, but as soon as he released the throw, the corner was there to slam that window shut.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it.
4th down, 4th quarter. Here's Stroud.
And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Jags take over in terrific field position. Down to a knee for the Jags. Victory seemingly in hand.
Red on red.
And they'll take a knee as the clock ticks down toward 50 seconds to go.
Hey, run!
Lawrence to a knee, and that will write a finish to this one.
Yeah, it's fun to kneel down in front of your home crowd, but when you go on the road, that band of brothers attitude, right, just us against the world, and get it done, how happy are they?
I remember a coach at a previous stop telling me, you get a win on the road, doesn't matter the opponent, get out of there like you stole something. And they did in this one. So this will be a win for Jacksonville, and I think the game balls need to be distributed on the defensive side of the football, and I bet that you would agree.
Yeah, if you hold a team under 10 points, that's a job well done, really well done. So I would say game balls for every starter and every key player who participated in this game.
Now, see, I only like one game ball. You're handing out multiple. Although I set you up by saying game balls plural,
yeah,
but
I like where we're going with this. Though you say one to represent like the best player of all that, and I say multiples so that you keep everyone motivated and involved.
You're a man of the people.
I'm a man of the people. I thought I was the only child.
You get a game ball, and you get a game ball. Game balls for everybody. So for Jacksonville, the win keeps them barely hanging on to their playoff hopes as they move to 4-7, and they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for Houston, their luck may have run out as they fall to 4-7 now in the year, and they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. That'll do it for us. I'm Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles.